Hey guys, I'm Dr. Ben, and I'm going to share with you how you can fix your herniated discs naturally, right? First thing foremost, we need to understand what in the world a herniated disc is, right? Of course, we know our vertebra in our lumbar spine, which by the way, you can herniate a disc in your neck and your low back, right? So we're just going to pick on a couple of vertebrae here. So these are three vertebrae. Your disc is actually, as you all remember, is the jelly, right? The jelly between these vertebrae. It's going to be it's the cushion between the bones in your lumbar spine. Now, the thing that a lot of people don't realize about those discs is they are extremely tough. As a matter of fact, they've got these concentric circles in them. If you were to look at the top view of a disc, it's got a bunch of little circles like this, right, that are really strong. And then in the middle, you have this jelly, right? We call that the jelly in the middle there. It's called your annulus, right? Anyways, what that does, that allows your body to move. It's like a cushion, so when your vertebra can twist and move, it's not going to just break your spine. It's not glued together. It can actually twist and move. The problem with a herniated disc is what happens is we bend over, we pick something up, we have bad mechanics in our back, and what we will do is we wind up stretching and tearing these ligaments around your disc, okay? So essentially, we'll stretch and we'll tear this guy and we lose this stability. Now that can be from picking up something in your neck. Most of the time this is from a whiplash, right? We're having a car and we whiplash our neck, we stretch and tear these ligaments. What happens is this disc now starts to push out on these fibers, okay? And there's a couple of different things that can happen. Number one is when it rips the fiber, it's really, really sensitive in your low back. A lot of people think, what's my disc is herniated, because it can herniate all the way out, by the way. Out of the disc, this jelly can just work its way all the way out here like this. And we think, oh no, I've herniated a disc, I'm hosed, it's not going to heal. I just want to tell you, as somebody who has probably seen, I don't know, 5,000 discs heal in my career as a chiropractor, this is not the death of you. What we can do is we can actually get this disc to suck back in. The most important thing about fixing a herniated disc, however, you ready for this, is not even focusing on any of this jelly for the disc. The number one thing that we need to do to focus on the disc is we have to get the ligament to heal in your neck, okay? So how this works is the ligaments in your neck are basically like this pin, all right, this marker. So when you're bending and twisting, right, those ligaments are what's going to keep your bones stable, right? The problem is we pick something up, we rip that ligament in our back. I'm talking about the supporting and the surrounding ligaments. You have a whiplash. We wind up tearing and shearing that ligament. So now what happens is rather than these bones being able to move and twist in place, they wind up grinding, right? And what they do is they wind up shearing the disc. Two things happen. Number one is you lose disc height because it shears that disc. Number two is you wind up herniating those discs, right? So what do we need to do here? Yes, we need to get the material to go back in, but the thing that we need to do to fix this is we actually have to get the bones restabilized. We have to get this to basically scar back down in its correct position. That's what I focus on in my chiropractic office.